Good morning, everyone. Jim Clark here at the Synchronicity Sanctuary in Central Virginia to share a contemplative focus with you today. And the focus that I want to share with you today is anybody present? And the topic of is anybody present is an exploration of the wakeful experience of the present moment, known as presence, which transcends goes beyond cognizing, thinking. It goes beyond the mind. To cognize time is to engage in mental time traveling because when we cognize time, we're either in the past or in the future, but we're never fully present in the now moment of our being. And this mental dimensional dominance of thinking fragments our consciousness, leading to a limited dimensional experience that is virtual rather than true reality. Understanding this concept involves delving into the mechanics of how our minds actualize this fragmented state and how presence, devoid of cognition, brings us into true reality. It brings us fully into the now moment, such as the one that's happening now. Okay? So, by default, when we come into the human experience, when we're born into this world with a physical body and our mind and our emotions and all that comes with it, we know nothing. We are a blank slate. And as we continue to grow as a human being in this human experience, we are immediately thrown into a school. We're taught to think, we're taught to use our mind, and we have to. In order to be a human being, you have to think, you have to learn how to survive in a world that is full of thinking and concept and whatever the illusion may hold. We must navigate through that to survive. Just a basic fundamental reality that we have to deal with at the level that we're at. And so, as the mental dimension dominance of fragmentation continues in our life, hopefully at some point we might either have an awakening experience or we have a desire to go beyond it in our evolutionary progress. For those who are here listening, you have all had the call to meditate. You have all known meditation has become a big part of your life, and that's why you're watching this. And that's why I'm giving it, because we're all in that evolutionary era, period, where meditation is a big part of our life because we are evolving ourselves to be fully present in the now moment whenever we are here as a human being. And in order to do that, in order to break away from the constant mentality, the thinking on and on and on, and the madness of the mind itself, which our teacher described once as an effervescent madness. It never stops. It just constantly comes up with new. It's chaotic. He said the truth of the true reality is chaotic. There's no structure to it. It's just a self-delighting awareness that's celebrating itself in whatever form it might find itself in. So, but the mind is just the opposite. What does the mind do? The mind creates structure. It tries to control. It wants to make a map that doesn't change of what life is and how life works and the world that we're in. But it never works because things are constantly changing. Even breaking through the illusion that we create through our cognizing as we define things, as we create a still picture of things, as we try to grasp something as large as life and capture it in mental pictures of some kind so that we can think that we have a grasp on life, that we can think we have some control over life. And this is what people are trying to do all the time at some level or another. I try to control my life here, sitting in synchronicity office, sitting in the or working in the kitchen, wherever I am in the kitchen, working here at synchronicity. That process is part of the background that I always experience because it's just part of being human. You want to control things so that you can get something done. You want to create something, you have to make sure you have everything that you need in order to create whatever that might be, whether it be a picture, or whether it be some food, or whether it be a talk such as this, whatever it might be. You have to go through that mental process in order to create the structure that will make some sense to those who might hear it, or it might be something that's useful as food, if it's food, so forth and so on. So it's it's one facet of reality. It's an illusion, but that's also reality. That's the reality of the illusion that we create with our minds. Huh? And it too is a celebration if we can step out of it, if we can go out of it at will. And this is the big challenge in meditation. Because what is meditation? Meditation has always been, through all the centuries that meditation has existed on this planet, it has been known as the one balancing techniques that enables us